All right, everybody, we're about to get started. We are doing card readings for the patrons of this YouTube channel. So if you haven't already become a patron, make sure you click that button below that says join. If you don't see it, it's probably because you're not logged into your YouTube account or you're not on your computer. So this is going to be exclusive for our YouTube patrons. So if you are a patron and you're tuning in right now, go ahead and start commenting with which question you want to ask the tarot cards today. So it should be something about your life, about your future, decision you're trying to make. So go ahead and post your question. We are about to begin. All right, Caroline, you're first. So if you could post your question and let me know what you want to look at. It has been a strange, few days, few weeks, few months, heck, few years. The energy is heavy. We have a full moon that's coming up tomorrow, and it will likely feel very intense. You may feel angry. You may feel frustrated. Someone may be blaming you for something. You might be blaming someone for something. So a lot of this volatile energy. All right. So Caroline, Leona, Abby, Ellen, welcome to the broadcast. Go ahead and post your question. You'll know if you're a member, a patron of the channel, if your name is in green. Beautiful Susan and Hope, awesome. They're starting to come in now. And also, if you wouldn't mind, just comment and let me know how you feeling. Over in the Facebook group, the Spirit and Spark Facebook group this morning, I did post a photo of our beautiful Dallisa, who passed away unexpectedly. So if you want to leave any comments or prayers or well wishes for her energy, then you can do that over in the Facebook group. So head on over to Facebook and just type in Spirit and Spark private group and it should come right up. And if you're not a member, you can certainly join that. Okie dokie. So yeah, morning shenanigans. Yes. Mercy, right? Okay, Abby, I see yours first. So I'm going to take yours first. Okay. Let's see what comes up. I feel like I want to use tarot and maybe oracle today. So let's see what happens. But since it's Tarot Tuesday, we got to do some Tarot Tuesday. Okay. So Abby, Sacramento. How are things in Sacramento? Comment and let us know. How are things up there for you? But yes, the energy is wonky. How you feeling with this full moon? How you feeling? Are you feeling agitated, angry? Oh, cutting the cards for Miss Abby. Mercy, Abby, what the heck? Don't fight yourself. Don't fight yourself. Don't fight these internal back and forth. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Interesting. I pulled 9 cards for you, Abby. I'm like, what the heck? You got this 2 of Pentacles. You've got the 2 of Swords. You got the 8 of Swords. So it's like, let me see how I can show these two. What should I do? Not sure. Am I seeing everything? Do I have all the facts? I'm not sure what I should do next. I don't know. Let's think about it. So a lot of this kind of back and forth, choice point, like what do I want for my future? A lot of that energy around you, Abby. But you are definitely telling yourself old stories about what you maybe can have, what you can't have. And so I want you to unhook yourself. I want you to be done with it. That would be my suggestion, right? Just looking at the energy is I'd want Abby just to like say, you know what? I'm not going to cry over what the past has been or certain elements of the past, things that maybe have not worked out the way that I thought that they would. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to lift my head up and I am going to slay the day. I'm going to be like this Page of Swords that you got. You know what? I'm going to carve out new pathways, new initiatives, new ways of doing things. I don't have to be stuck in that old energy. I can literally design my pathway however I want it, and I don't need the input or approval from other people. You do have the card of completion, and actually a lot of success around anything having to do with money, projects, initiatives, because the Ten of Pentacles is like one of the best cards in the deck around making money, having abundance. But it's also the card of completion and getting things over the finish line. So maybe get things over the finish line before you start a bunch of new stuff. Wheels are in motion. This is a major arcana card, Wheel of Fortune. Things are evolving. You will be having more insight, more clarity, more information, so you can move forward with more grace, more ease, and things will start lining up for you. So I feel like in these next 4 weeks, they're saying 4 weeks in my ear, these next 4 weeks, you'll feel like, oh, all right, things are coming together. I'm figuring this stuff out. But the last two cards you got the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Be patient with yourself. See things from a different perspective. It's okay if some things in your life are just a little bit slow right now, or they're not moving as quickly as you want them to. It's telling you to be patient, because things are going to be happening. You're going to be getting your answers. You're going to be moving things forward, but be patient and kind with yourself at the moment while these things start gaining some clarity and momentum. All right. So Abby, let me know if that resonates with you. I trust that it did, since that is from Spirit. I'm just the conduit. All right. So let's see what is next in here. Leona wants general. Okay. So yeah, either post a question or just say general in the comments. Either way, it's fine. Yeah, it is crazy, isn't it? It's crazy, isn't it? Okay, Leona. Go ahead and knock the energy out. What does Leona need to know right now? Feels like there's some energy around you of people that have overstayed their welcome. People that maybe kind of sold you on some things that no longer, like, you see differently now. So who around you, no, you don't have to tell us because it's public, but like who around you, just for yourself, like who around you kind of maybe sold you the moon and the stars, and now you're like, wait, what? Huh? So they're showing me like, obviously I don't clean that much, the little sweeper thing, like a dustpan. I'm like trying to think of the name of it. I actually use a dustpan pretty frequently with Frankie the cat. They're showing me that, Leona, is like time to sweep away, time to let go of the people that are just maybe filled with hot air or empty promises. Let's see what the cards have to say. Let's see if the cards back that up. If you've been following me on Instagram, Psychic Dallisa, I have it at the bottom. Psychic Dallisa has the pictures of Frankie the cat. You maybe have seen her hiding in the closet. She's a character. She's trying to take a nap under me right now, so I will not bring her on the screen at the moment. Leona, your cards are very interesting. So the card that represents what you have recently been going through, of course you got the Tower. I mean, it's the card of change, of things burning to the ground and not being the same after this, but it also represents what you're going to do next, which is that Phoenix rising energy. All right. You also got, for right now, what's happening? Judgment. Finding out new information, finding out things you didn't know before, your aha moment. So look at that. They're like, what? You're telling me what? So sounds like, based on what I channeled, that it's in alignment with what's been going on around you. Walk away. 8 of Cups. Look at this. In the card, they're literally saying, no thanks. No thanks. I'm going to go. I'm going to head my own direction. But thanks. Thanks for teaching me some good lessons. This is the Sun, Major Arcana. This is about growth and healing of yourself. Focusing on you, not focusing on what other people have asked of you that you don't really want to do anymore. Now, if you're in a contract, slightly different story, because contracts this week have a big energy around honoring contracts. You got the Magician. You can manifest anything you want. This can look any way you want it to, Leona. So what do you want your future to look like? What do you want to manifest? What do you want to master in your own life? What do you want to step in and do better than anyone else? It's a question you've got to answer. But you're going to have this happy, clarity, understanding, peace, harmony. Look at her. She's in this garden like, look at me. Everything's fine. Everything's good. I figured it out. I've got peace. Maybe more peace than you've had in a long time. But I think part of that ingredient, or part of the recipe of finding this peace and harmony, is letting go of the people that, or the roadblocks that have been standing in your way, and just saying, you know what? Not this. Not this. Okay? So Leona, let me know your thoughts. That resonates with you. All right. Missouri. Oh, lost. Of course, I clicked on the wrong thing and lost where I was at. Okay, so we did Leona, we did Abby. Yes, Susan from Missouri. Beautiful. Okay, Hope's got hers posted on here. General question. General message. Okay, Hope. Oh, they're saying you're making breakthroughs, Hope. They're saying in my ear that you're really stepping into your power, that you've made some positive strides, that you have made some changes and made some decisions, and you're starting to really step into your power. So don't forget to turn around sometimes and realize how far you've come, is what I'm hearing to tell you. Hope, Hope, Hope. What do we got for you? Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're saying, Hope, don't expect it to just all magically happen overnight. Have a little bit more patience with your journey, okay? Yes. That's funny. You have one of the same cards in the same placement as the last card pull. Love when that happens. All right, Hope. What have you been going through? What's in the immediate past? Of course it's the Death card. Of course it's the Death card. It's the ending of the old and the beginning of the new. It's also a card for me that represents the Phoenix rising, the death and the rebirth. So you're going through your rebirth. Of course you are, because next to that, which is the energy that's happening right now, is also Major Arcana, the Empress. Taking care of yourself, nurturing and birthing your dreams. What do you want? What are you watering? Because you made it through the old. They gave you a new starting point. So what are you going to do with it? What are you going to nurture? What are you going to water? Because inevitably, you've learned a lot. The Seven of Wands for me is about what you've learned. What have you learned? Right? They walked you to this point in everything that you're going through to say, all right, Hope, did you get it? Did you get the lessons? You will be getting more clarity around it. If some of the things still feel like shaky ground, it'll all start to make sense. It will. But have that patience with yourself, the grace with yourself to understand that it's not just going to happen overnight. This is a day by day, moment by moment choice. The decision to choose yourself, your dreams. And that whatever that Death card represents, that you're okay saying, you know what? I'm going to let that die off energetically. I'm going to let that go. Okay. And then beautifully, the Page of Cups, new beginnings, fresh starts. That is a card of emotion. So maybe looking at things differently, feeling things differently for yourself, for other people, kind of this new like birth of perspective is what I'm hearing to tell you. So that's great, right? And then, as I said, you got the same ending card, or at least I know this card showed up in the last card pull, but the Nine of Pentacles, success, right? Like that clarity, advancement, progression, feeling like your life is headed to where you want it to go. So, I mean, think about all these cards, right? So we started with the Death card that says you've been given a new opportunity, a new beginning. And this is your ending card saying, and you can have it. You can have it. So treat it as, moment by moment, day by day. How are you going to nurture yourself? How are you going to nurture your dreams? What are you going to water? And just be patient with yourself because you're doing it. You're doing it. So Hope, let me know. Comment. Does that resonate? All right, beautiful. Abigail. Oh boy. That's okay. That's interesting, right? So is that your question? So Abigail's saying, I had a dream last night that you were in my house giving me a reading. And what did you want me to know? Oh, I'd be curious, Abigail. Obviously they used me in your dream, and I've had clients tell me this, right? Like that I'll show up in their dream. Sometimes they use me as like a totem for being a messenger. So I'd be very curious, Abigail, what did you feel from me being at your house? What did you feel from me giving you the reading, right? What insight did you wake up with, or what do you recall from the dream? Because oftentimes it's the information around that gives you your biggest aha. But yeah, let's take a look. I'm going to assume that's your question. Okay. Abigail. Your spirit team is actually showing me symbolism for cheering. And they're saying that you're doing a good job, that it's safe for you to make long-term plans. It's safe for you to go after bigger dreams than maybe you've ever had before, and that you're strong enough to do it, that you're resilient enough to move forward, to get in your vehicle of choice, energetically, figuratively, and move forward. So who are you going to collaborate with? What dream do you want to activate? You're the only one that is delaying your progress, but they're cheering for you because it does feel like you're making more strategic decisions and being more honest with yourself about what it is that you want. But your spirit team is cheering for you. So let's see what the cards say. I'm like, what pile do I want to take? Because all these cards are really interesting. Oh, yeah. All right. That's fair. Oh. That's interesting. Okay. I will tell her. Give me a couple more. Yeah. Okay. So Abigail, I'm getting that it's important for you to step in to your power, your leadership, whatever it is you want to activate in the world. It's time. You got the King of Swords. And if there's something you want to do and you don't know how to do it, or you haven't learned it yet, partner up with the right people. Okay. It's a card of knowledge, empowerment, leadership, mentorship. So do it. Trust your intuition, please. You got the Moon card. Trust your intuition. That's why I asked you, what did you feel from the dream? Because they're speaking to you. Are you paying attention? Okay. This is also a card of hidden information coming to light. So, we do have planets that are now going forward that have been in retrograde. So it is likely for anybody watching right now that you will have aha moments where you're going to go, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. But that's okay. It's part of this moon energy, because it'll help bring you clarity and direction of where you want to go. But you're going. Got the Tower card in here. This is change. It's disruption. It's the, oh boy, we're doing it, aren't we? You know what's so interesting about this card, and as I look at the energy around Abigail, and for everybody watching, you know, the universe will give us the lesson, right? And if we don't learn it, they're going to keep giving it to us in harder, more difficult ways, emotional ways, until we get the lesson. So learn the lessons so that you can move forward. What I found interesting about your cards, Abigail, is there are these two in here that really are speaking to me about you collaborating, showing up in person, doing things with other groups of people. So if it's a church that you want to go to, if it's a happy hour group, a networking group, whatever it is, because I'm getting this feeling of like you connecting with new people and not being left out in the cold. So see, like this card right here, they're like outside, it's cold, they feel neglected, they feel left out. They're like standing outside of this church. You can see the stained glass up in the window, right? So they're feeling like, where's my tribe? But this card right next to it is like, it's there. Get out. Go talk to people. The Three of Pentacles is look at them. They're in here like having a meeting, having a discussion about what do we want to do? All right. So this is a great card indicating that you can collaborate with other people, but you're going to have to put in some energy. You know, meetup.com is a great website to connect with people. Look on LinkedIn, see if there's anything there. But you're not meant to be spending time with the same exact circles of people or in isolation. You're meant to be connecting with people. And it's going to be a learning process filled with new pathways. Don't stand in your own way. You're the only one that can change this energy, Abigail. And the Lovers is a card of commitment. So what do you want to commit to? You know, what do you want to do in the community? Who do you want to connect with? And then do it. It's not saying, through all these cards, it's not saying like, oh, just stay at home, like everything's going to work out. It's like, get out there, learn what you need to learn, team up with who you need to partner with, get out of your own way, and commit to your future. You're a little bit to the point today. Abigail, let me know if that resonates with you. I trust that it does. Oh, Leona, you know, it's just projections. People are loving to blame other people right now. Loving it. Loving it. Yeah. I went through something similar this past weekend with a day spa. I went to one of those float chambers. I'd never done it before. And I like the sensory deprivation where you float in the salt water and stuff. And it was a horrible, I liked the float part, but the place I went to, a horrible experience. And they blamed me for something. And I was like, you got to be kidding me, right? And I really wanted to lose it. But before I could, they hung up on me. So the energy is definitely in the air. Like I said, you're either like throwing stuff at people right now, or something's being thrown at you, or it's a combination of the two. Okay. Caroline. All right. Oh yeah. So Caroline says, skip me. Ellen's saying connection problem. All right. Beautiful. Yeah. Weather is good. People are crazy, right? The fall weather is beautiful, but the energy is so crazy right now. Oh, PJ from Ramona, California. Oh, San Diego. Oh, beautiful. How's the weather there right now? Nice. Pumpkin Soul, you just have to hit the join button. If you're logged into YouTube and you're on your computer, you'll be able to see it. This is just for members of the YouTube channel. So if you want to join, that'd be awesome. Okay, so Annette looks like it's the next member of the channel. So let me go here. So Annette, am I moving forward on the right path? Whew, there are gold stars around your energy. So that is indicative of things being aligned and things moving forward. Maybe do an exercise, Annette, where you're looking at the old stories of when things haven't worked out for you. Like think maybe back to like 3, 4, or 5 different things that have happened over the years where things that you really wanted didn't work out. And then I want you to look at it from the blessings that it actually gave you. Okay? Because isn't it so interesting? If you really sit down and do the exercise and you think of 3, 4, 5 things, right? And you're like, oh God, yeah, I really wanted to marry so-and-so. I really wanted the job at blah, blah, blah. Like if you really start to look at it from a place of gratitude, you'll notice that the universe has never made a mistake. And so it might be something you just want to look at because I don't want your past to hold you back. So trust that everything is happening in divine order, in divine timing. Annette, let's see if you are headed in the right direction through the cards. Interesting. Stop fighting yourself. Stop fighting yourself, Annette. Look at these. 5 of Cups. I mean, literally, if you look at the cups, like at the bottom, half of them are spilled and half of them are standing up, and the person standing here like, gosh, do I focus on those ones that spilled over? I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Isn't it interesting that the message they channeled through for me, for you, Annette, was about looking at the past with gratitude and that everything is unfolding as it should. So don't get stuck in the past. Instead, focus on what's worked and what you want to manifest for your future. Because then you got, look how similar this card is. It's the 5 of Swords. Like, look at the people. Look at them dropping their swords. Like, who are you fighting with? Who are you fighting? What are you fighting within yourself? Put the swords down. Put the swords down. I do see these are interesting too. You've got the 7 of Pentacles and you've got the 8 of Pentacles. So it's deciding, what have you been through? What keys are you collecting from your past in order to unlock your future? What have you been through that has taught you valuable lessons that you need for your future? So they're saying reflection, contemplation, journaling, meditation. Like, what has my past taught me about where I want to go next? I want you to think of it through the lens of anything is possible. But this is about skilled work, skilled labor, and overcoming any challenges, hard work, determination. It doesn't have to be hard for it to be worth it. They want me to say that again. It doesn't have to be hard for it to be worth it, but they want you being very strategic about where you are placing your time and your energy. And is it in alignment with what you want for your future? I see where you've got your choice point. The 2 of Swords, look at her, they're blindfold on. Do I want this or do I want that? Okay. Ace of Swords, new beginnings. King of Cups, stepping into your own leadership, getting assistance, mentorship from those that you want to partner with to move things forward. But you've got new pathways, new beginnings. You're probably finding out things. You got the Moon. The last 2 cards were the Moon and Judgment. You're likely finding out things right now that are eye-opening. Things that are being revealed to you that you maybe did not know, or you hadn't thought of it that way. So are you on the right path? Yes, you're on the right path, but I do think it's worth taking a look at what you've been through and when things didn't work out and recognize the gifts in them so that you can open your eyes to bigger, bolder dreams than maybe you've ever had before. Okay? So I hope that's helpful. I trust that it is, Annette. Let me know in the comments. I am just saying what I'm hearing. So, and some of these things feel like they're kind of repetitive. Spirit has things they definitely want to say today. All right, Ellen. Let's take a look. Ellen. Show me Ellen's energy, please. Ellen, I actually think if you haven't been invited, it does look like you're going to be speaking for an event or some kind of group or gathering, because they're showing you spreading messages, spreading the word. So step into your power, your authentic self, your truth. Your throat chakra is activated, so they want you to speak up, be honest, be kind, but you are meant to be speaking to a group of people, sharing your experience. So maybe you're already booked for this, but I feel like it's coming. I would stay open to it. I think it'll be great for you. But you are meant to be in more of a communicative spotlight with communications, okay? And sharing yourself. They want you to be honest. Don't sugarcoat. Don't hold back. Don't just say things you think the audience will want to hear. Speak from a place of authenticity. Okay, let's see what the cards say. And then as I'm pulling these, Tracy, it doesn't look like your membership or KTL, it doesn't look like it renewed or something because your names aren't in green. But I thought you were members before, so if you could just check on that real quick. Ellen. Okay. Okie dokie. All right. Well, Ellen, you got good cards. I do see the new beginnings. I see a lot of new beginnings for you. Yes, patience with yourself, like we've talked about with the other readings I've done so far. But you're getting like a lot of new beginning energy throughout a lot of these cards. Don't fight against yourself. Look at them. They're like fighting. So where are your internal battles? Put the swords down. Put the wands down. Okay? But literally, the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the Fool, these are all new beginnings. Action, taking action, starting new things. So it's not a time for stagnation. If you are feeling stagnation, which can be the Four of Cups card, if you're feeling stuck or feeling like not sure what to do next, then I would do some journaling. You know, my program Transform in 20 starts. It's 5 sessions in November that's designed to help you get out of stagnation and get into action, get into momentum. If you need more information on that, send me an email. I've got some spots left. But it is a time of action for you, not a time of sitting around stuck. All right. But you do have the Queen of Pentacles, which is clarity and patience with yourself. Judgment, finding out new information, enlightening information, things you didn't know before. It is a major arcana card, so it will be something to pay attention to. So, you know, sometimes we hear things. I'm here to tell you this, Ellen. Sometimes we hear things and we're like, oh, I wish they hadn't done that. I wish they wouldn't have said that. I can't believe that, blah, blah, blah. But then in hindsight, you're like, thank God I found out, right? So this is that energy for you. So whatever the universe is whispering in your ear right now, or whatever intuition you're feeling, pay attention to that as a gift from the universe. But ultimately, it's about taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, your growth, your spiritual growth, where you want to go next on this horse. And then you've got harmony and balance. You've got the world. The world is literally the last card in the major arcana. And it's kind of the card of fulfillment, of happiness. So you're getting there, you're moving along. But I would embrace these new opportunities that are coming to you and go speak for that group. Like, I really feel like it'll be good for you. I really do, if it's not already booked and on the calendar. I feel like speak out. You're being asked to do that, Ellen. All right. So Tracy and KTL, I trust that you guys are going to look into your accounts and just get that fixed. Caroline came up with a question. All right. Yeah, for those of you watching, this is just for channel patrons today. It's my way of saying thank you once a month to those of you that have clicked on the official join button of the channel. It's different than subscribe. It's the join button. It's $2.99 a month. Or if you want a bonus question where we do a Zoom where you get another question and we do it live through Zoom video, then that's $19.99 a month. All right, so let's see what Caroline says in here. What energy do you feel about us selling our home? Should we or stay put? Do you see where we, or stay put where we are, or do you see us moving? Okay. I do see you selling your home, and I just see you switching counties. So I don't think you're going to end up going far from where you're at, but I do see you moving. And it feels like it has, yeah, I think I already knew that part about where you're at now, like there's some nature and stuff there, but I don't feel, the message I'm hearing to tell you is it doesn't feel like you lose the nature part of it. So when you start looking for where you want to go, it feels like there's still a lot of trees, nature that you can enjoy, trails, maybe even some water, but I'm seeing a lot of trees. So like mature trees, but it just feels like you stay within your state, but that you move counties. Let's see what the cards say. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's do 6 cards and then a timing card for this. What is, okay. So I laugh, Caroline, because literally the card I pulled that was the anchor card for this is the card of moving. It's the chariot. The chariot is about moving. It's about moving. So I laugh because I'm like, literally the universe could not be more direct on that question. I love when you ask like just a solid question, because then the universe is like, I will show you. Exactly. Yeah, the card next to it is the 6 of Wands. I love this. It's about pushing through any kind of obstacles in your pathway. But look, it's a card of movement. They're literally up on a horse. So another card of movement, right? You're going to take what's yours. Look at this card, the 7 of Swords. Look at him. He's like, these are mine. So you're going to take what's yours, but you're going to learn a lot through the process. So whatever is going on right now, you're going to gather up what is yours. And look at him. He's on the move. You got the Knight of Pentacles. That is energy of new pathways. It's passion. It's moving forward. It's like, yes, just do it. Just do it. And the Pentacles is associated with material things like your home. The 9 of Wands here is clarity and getting closer to doing that, getting things in order to do that. Commitment to your relationship, that the two of you will make this choice together. You'll make that decision and it will be good for the relationship. So get out of your own way. I do feel with these cards, it's definitely saying yes, 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 yes. So if you feel like things are stuck or you're frustrated with what's going on with your current home, just reach up and untie your foot, which is basically saying just make the choices that you need to make, have the conversations that you need to have, let it go. Yeah, the timing, if you were to look at like a calendar, The Hanged Man is often associated with February and March. Okay, so if you're looking for things to, decide the timeline, February and March are highlighted through this card. Okay, could not be more clear. At least that's what the cards say, and that's what I was feeling intuitively before I pulled the card. So I love it. So Pumpkin Soul, you have to join the channel, please. This is just for patrons. I appreciate it. That would be wonderful. This is just my way of giving back and saying thank you to the patrons of the channel. Oh, good, Abby. I'm so glad that was helpful. Awesome. And Leona, perfect. PJ, you got to join the channel, please. Okay. Oops. Let's see. I think Susan's next, but I just lost it. Okay. Oh, I got to find it again. All right. Here we go. Susan. Oh, I better speed this up. I've been lollygagging. All right. Susan, general message. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look here. They're showing you like pulling your hair out. So Susan, I'm getting like some aggravation, some like maybe not literally like pulling your hair out, but just like, ah! That's what I'm getting off of your energy, Susan, is like this like rise in frustration. So get it out. What they're saying is to move your body, physically move your body. Go for a walk, go work out, take a yoga class, like physically move your body to help release some of this tension out of you. They're saying do not take it out on anyone else, Susan. Ask yourself why it's bothering you. Why is it triggering you? Why are you upset? Because it's yours. So get clear on why it's bothering you. Okay? Let's see what the cards say. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So Susan, take care of yourself, please. These cards, what I get from just taking a look at them is don't get caught in other people's drama. Don't get caught in who's doing what. They should be doing this. They should be doing that. Instead, I want you to focus on what you want, what soul tribe community you want to belong to. Let go of your past. Really work to see what you've learned throughout the years and apply it to your future. Because you've got these cards in here that are interesting, right? So you got the Seven of Swords, the Six of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and these cards for me kind of, if I could get this in the right shot, there we go. They feel to me like, where are you being left out in the cold? Who's doing maybe things that you feel like they shouldn't be doing? Is somebody taking something from you that you feel like you're being robbed of? But this is all just triggering you so that you understand that it's not yours to hold on to and you can release it, you can let it go. That you have this Six of Swords is about moving you to calmer waters. That whatever you have been through, you can get yourself into a more harmonious place when you just focus on your own healing and not getting involved in what everybody else is doing. The Nine of Swords for me is like, yes, moving forward. Yes, clarity. Really try not to allow other people to dictate your happiness. Who's keeping you up at night? Okay. This is healing the subconscious mind, the devil. What are your old stories, your old beliefs from the past? Can you heal them? Can you let them go? Okay? Because you have the resiliency and the strength to do that. You can get through anything, Susan. You can literally get through anything. You just have to believe it because the sun is there as your final card, and that is the card of healing, growth. You could do it. just maybe check in with yourself and ask yourself how much space and your energy you're giving to people that are just causing a lot of uproar or drama. Who's keeping you up at night? So Susan, comment, let me know if that resonates. Amy, let's take a look. So your question, any message around travel this weekend? Ooh, I feel some hesitation from your energy that's like, should I, shouldn't I? Should I, shouldn't I? There's some hesitation or delays or frustrations. Like it just kind of feels like this, meh, 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 meh. So I don't know if you've sat down and like thought about the pros and cons, but that's the type of energy I'm getting with this. So let's just ask the cards just flat out. Is Amy going to travel this upcoming weekend? Is Amy going to travel this upcoming weekend? Let's see what happens. Oh, interesting. Is Amy going to travel this upcoming weekend? God, you are like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Literally, your cards even say that you're going back and forth. Here's what's interesting. You got the Hermit, which is solitude, which would say to me, you're not going. And then right next to that, you have the Three of Pentacles, which is connecting with people. So your energy is like, should I, shouldn't I? So it's that same channeled message of like, I don't know, maybe, maybe not. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to take these cards because these are your mixed signals. Show me, so Spirit, show me with these remaining cards in my hand. Is it in her highest and best interest to travel this weekend? Let's reformulate the question. Like the same freaking energy of back and forth. If you go, I want you to be very clear on what your intentions are for going. Because you got some happiness and some like doing it. I got the Justice card, which is that you're on the right path, which would indicate some travel, but you got this like left out in the cold Five of Pentacles. I'm telling you, your energy is like really back and forth on this. I don't want to get that deck out. I'm pulling 3 more cards. Let me ask a different question of the cards. So you're using the word fairness. What's fair for you this weekend? What's fair? Like, what does your heart want? And are you doing the trip because someone else wants you to? Are you honoring yourself, your boundaries? This is why your energy is like back and forth. I'm pulling 3 more cards. So you got the card of completion and new beginnings. Literally split down the middle, the back and forth. So Amy, okay, well, you hate packing and prepping. I think that you should still, I don't know, it feels pretty good. I don't get like any red flags, but it just feels like you're kind of like, like I know. That's what I'm getting is kind of this, So if you're not all in it, don't go. Don't go. If you're not all in it, don't go, is what I'm hearing to tell you. But you got to make a choice. Get out of the energy of stagnation and make a choice. But if you're not all in it, do not go, is what they're saying. Okay. FD Will, please join the channel as an official patron to be included in today's broadcast. That would be amazing. Okay, let's see here. Oh, yeah. I'm glad that resonates. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so Tracy, I'm going to go back to you because I just saw that you joined the channel. Okay, so let me find your question again. Okay, and thanks for joining and figuring that out. I appreciate it. Sometimes if a card's outdated or something, or it expires, and YouTube doesn't know what to do with it. So I appreciate you taking a look. Okay, so Tracy is asking, was Adam serious about helping me with removing the trees from my new house? Because I sent him a message yesterday about the dates I'm available and he never responded. Let's take a look at Adam's energy. Yes, Adam wants to help, but I feel like there's some drama going on in his life right now. Because they're using the word preoccupied, that he's preoccupied. But I do actually feel like he wants to and that he will. So let's see what the cards say about Adam. Yeah, he's going through some drama. There's some stuff unfolding around him that just feels like he's trying to navigate it, trying to sort it out. So it was kind of one of those things, like your message that you sent was like, I'll get to it later. I'll get to it later. Like, like no offense to you. But he just felt overwhelmed. Interesting. Take things slow with him. Take things slow. Because I got the cards of patience, having his choice point, because I pulled cards around Adam, that he's going to be at a choice point. He's going to have some things he's going to have to decide upon, but there's some drama in his life going on right now. And slow down, because look at these last two cards I got for you. They're the cards of slow down with the temperance, review things, don't take things too seriously, and then it's coming together. So it's the card of two people coming together. So yes, I do feel like he's going to help you, but you got to be patient with this because the energy is slow moving. Do not try to speed things up. I would not text him again. Wait. Okay. I love when the questions, like you put like a question that I'm like, yes, let's just drill down. Because then when you ask a question, like then we get to your answer during this, which is like somewhat easier for me. You get what you want. So direct questions are really good. So Tracy, thanks for figuring that out. Hello, Christina, the fabulous hypnotherapy practitioner on my team. Whew. Oh, beautiful. I'm glad that was helpful, Hope. Okay. Oh, the dream that we talked about earlier. So my dream we couldn't get through. You actually asked me to take my contacts out because you couldn't see anything while I had them in because they blocked the message. Interesting. So pay attention to what you're not seeing or what you're choosing not to see right now, because that's a message about clarity. Okay. Not that I'm an official dream interpreter, but anytime they ask you to like see things differently, change your perspective, it's like, what are you missing? What are you not seeing? Just pay attention to the little nuances. What are your whispers in your ear? What does your gut tell you? Okay. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, so this is for patrons of the official channel. So you'll know if you're a patron because your name shows up in green. In green. It's $2.99 a month, $2.99 a month. I do this once a month. The elevated tier is $19.99, and that gets you this, and it gets you a separate Zoom video where we're live on video, and I answer one of your questions. Oh, KTL's helping. That's awesome. Thanks for helping out. All right, beautiful. Okay, so Barbarella is next. Okay, Barbarella, can I get a card that tells me how I'll find money to buy a house next year? Oh, interesting. A question on manifesting money. Barbarella, I don't know if you signed up for the Transform in 20, but I think it would be perfect if you did, because we're going to be getting to the bottom of what's holding you back and how to move things forward. So that's that series of 5 sessions in November. Transform in 20, 20 minutes each session. That's why it's called that. So manifesting money. So really what I'm hearing to tell you from Spirit, Barbarella, it's not about actually manifesting the money. It's about manifesting the house. So I want you to get really clear on the house. Like, what's going to work for you? What are you excited about? What do you feel when you walk inside of the house? Remember, the secret to manifesting anything is you have to have clarity around what you want. Okay. You have to know you're worthy of having the house, and then you have to take actions to get it, right? So if you find out, okay, I want this house, it's going to cost me $300,000 roughly, right? Okay, so you've got clarity. How does that house make you feel when you walk inside of it? Do your visualizations around it. Do you believe that you're worthy to have that house? Do you believe that the universe can give that to you? And then what are you doing to get things in order? What are you doing with your bank account, with the money that you're making? Are you being a good steward of your money? Like, what are you doing? And those are the 3 ingredients to manifest. Okay, so let's shuffle the cards and see if there's anything else that comes out in the cards about you getting a house. Just because it's maybe something that hasn't worked out just the way you wanted it to in the past does not mean it can't work out this time, is what I'm also hearing to tell you. Decide that you want it. Decide that you're going to manifest it and get the heck out of your way. So I want you to re-listen to this video again, this section of it, and do the 3 steps to manifesting, because the cards in here, can I have it? I'm not sure. Can I? Will the universe provide? I don't know. How would I figure this out? That's these 2 cards. You're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to get your finances, your work, everything on track to manifest this house. But guess what? You can manifest it because you got literally the card of manifesting your dreams, the Magician. So you can do it. But you've got to let go of the past and when it didn't work out before, and anything you feel like you're telling yourself that's not in alignment with getting the house. Your thoughts become things. So I want you to catch yourself when you're telling yourself something about the house, your future, your money, your ability to make and sustain money, whatever those old stories are, let them go. And then you can manifest your house. Christy is up next. So Barbarella, just let me know if that resonates. Christy. Okay. So Christy, let's just take a look at your energy. Okay. They want me to switch decks for you, Christy. They want you to surrender something, let go of something. So, it like flies out. Okay. Do 1 more of these for me. Thank you. Okay, Christy, stop worrying about what everyone else is doing. Stop comparing yourself to other people's journeys. If you find that you're trying to control someone or a situation, let it go. You are not supposed to be playing master of the universe. This is a time for you to be focusing on what you want, not what other people want or what other people want from you. You got to surrender your desire to control other people, surrender to prayer, and surrender to play. So this is about like the prayer and the play. It's like set your intentions, do the work, do the healing that you know you need to do, go have fun. Fun raises your vibration, gives you clarity. And then surrender your desire to control people. It's not about what you want other people to do. Focus on what you need to do. And then you got a spirit animal card of the horse. It indicates freedom. Your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You will follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. This doesn't say you're supposed to help other people accomplish their dreams. This says you need to do you for a while. Let go of what other people are doing. Stop caring so much about what they're doing in their lives and just focus on you. Focus on what makes you happy and go do that. Okay? So Christy, that was very blunt. But sure, let me know if that resonates. That's what Spirit would like you to know today. Brian! Yes, welcome to the show, Brian. Can you pull a card about upcoming interviews and if I will land a job or anything you see about... Brian, you got all kinds of stuff going on. Let's see what the cards reveal. So, yes, they're saying you will get a job offer. So I wouldn't worry so much about that. That actually feels like that's going to come together. So that feels really good. The relationship stuff actually feels like taffy, like the consistency of taffy. So let's just pull cards on the relationship stuff. Okay, so show me cards. Let's do 7 cards. Show me the relationship energy. So Brian. Okay. Relationships, dating. Give me 7 cards, please. Yep. Do that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So what I'm hearing to tell you, Brian, is to leave the past in the past. If there is somebody around you that you are dating or that you've been dating or had a significant relationship with, if there is discord, disharmony, let it go. Just like set it free for a while. Set it free. You're going to end up being great with love and relationships because you get the Star, which is making long-term plans, which is fulfilled. You get the 10 of Pentacles, which is success. So things coming together and working out for you. But if you're fighting with them, you got the Death card in here. That's letting go, the ending of the old, so that you can allow room for new beginnings. So you do have that energy in here. But you have to decide what you want. That 2 of Swords, you have to decide and make the choice for yourself. Otherwise, like, I feel like you just need like a clean break from the past. You will have stability with relationships and love, like that Star card showed. Like, you're headed in the right direction. You've got action cards there. So I feel like you're going to be feeling a lot of this freedom and a lot of this relief. And interestingly, I feel like this job that you're going to be getting is going to be related to some kind of public service or charity. Look in this card, like literally like giving to people who need it. So there's going to be an element of that to your job. So your cards revealed actually information on both. So lucky you. Don't be a stranger, Brian. Okay. Float tanks. Yeah, the float tanks. Talked about that a little while ago. Let's see if there's anybody else. I'm making my way through. KTL, love your helping everybody. That's awesome. Oh, perfect. KTL, thanks for tuning in and working on your homework. That's fantastic. Look how much fun that is. So the Zoom cards, if you are at the $19.99 level as a patron, actually have it set up for tomorrow. So if I'll check the account, and if you're at the $19.99 level, I'll send you the calendar invite. If you can't attend live, then you will just have to email me your question. I can answer that during tomorrow's, I call it like the elevated tier Zoom. So yeah, that's the benefit, right? You pay the $19.99 a month, and if you can't attend live, because not everybody can come during this time, then that once a month you can send in your question, and I'll take a look at that. Okay. Okay, beautiful. Let's see. Yeah, Ellen, I'm so glad you're going to do Transform in 20. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be fantastic. Oh, looks like I got Tiffany on here. I don't think I've done Tiffany yet. So Tiffany, you are up, and then we're about to close this out. I've been searching for my biological father. Has he passed on? Oh, that's interesting. I don't think so. Leslie, if you haven't posted your question, can you post your question for me, please? That would be awesome. So, Tiffany, I don't get that he has, but I do get the seclusion energy. Like, I'm seeing the hermit in my mind's eye. It's a very interesting question. And we do have a lot of intuitive people on here today. So if you do get a hit on this and you want to comment, let Tiffany know if you are getting any indication. But I'm getting this like stowaway, kind of isolated hermit energy around this question. So I do think that he may be difficult to find. Why are they showing me like Polaroid pictures from the 1980s? I feel like you're going to get answers. I feel like in the next couple of months, you're going to get answers. And I'm getting chills through my entire body. But, oh man, because he's not showing up as somebody on the other side who's stepping forward like a mediumship thing. But I am seeing his energy, but I'm getting this isolated energy. You are going to get answers. I feel like you're going to find him. But he's like elusive. More so than I would say maybe in somebody else asking me this question. You're going to get resolution. Oh, that's interesting. You literally got the death card. So, but why would he not be showing up as a spirit? This is really fascinating. Maybe something we can even talk about more on the elevated Zoom tomorrow. He just feels like a hermit. And it's going to be really interesting how you're going to, I literally got the hermit card. But I do think you're going to end up getting your answers. But I don't, like, it doesn't feel like an energy of where there's going to be like a lot of dialogue between the two of you. But you are going to get the answers you're looking for. But release all expectations about him and how he kind of lives, right? Because I just get this isolated. You have to now keep me posted, Tiffany. So let's see here. Elusive. Oh, I'm feeling the South. I even just heard Tennessee in my ears. So I'd be curious if your family has any connections to the South. But they just said Tennessee in my ear, so I'm wondering if there's some kind of connection to Tennessee, or that he spent time in Tennessee, or family roots in Tennessee. Okay, let's see here. I hope that's helpful. Okay, Leslie. Leslie, thanks for becoming a patron of the channel. Appreciate it. I have a lot going on. Life is super heavy, isn't it? I know, right? The energy is just so nutty. Any guidance would be much appreciated. What should I focus on? Okay, let's take a look. They want me to go back to my surrender deck, so let's see what's going on over here. So Leslie. So they showed your energy like being wrapped in a blanket, like a really nice, warm, cozy blanket. They show me like a mug sitting next to you. Really focusing on you, not other people. They are showing me symbolism for going back to school or going back to taking a class. That'd be really good for you. So I would do it. I would sign up for a class or an opportunity to work on yourself. I pulled 3 surrender cards. You got surrender defensiveness. I'm going to read this one to you. It says defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered, hear someone out, and then offer a clear, non-defensive response. You also got surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation. I have faith that all is well. I have faith that all is well. Everything is unfolding in your highest interest and best interest. Surrender your ego. It's about getting out of your head, dropping into your heart. It says cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. So for me, this card is about getting out of your head and getting into your heart. If you're looking for clarity or you're looking for answers, ask your heart, what do you want? You can journal about it, and we'll be doing that work in the Transform for 20 program. But it is heavy. It is heavy. But it's why sometimes taking out a piece of paper and a pen and asking yourself, to my heart, what do you want me to do right now? Okay. But I do think that fear of change card is really appropriate for you. So what should you focus on right now? You, your healing, your self-care, taking time outs for yourself. Okay. Thanks, Tiffany. Appreciate it. Yeah, Christina, if you just go into your account on YouTube, a couple people have the same issues. So just make sure that there's the right, credit card on file or whatever, YouTube. And we're just still in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. So it could have just been disconnected somehow. Oh, thanks, Brian. Appreciate it. You need to stay in touch more. Okay, so let's see here. I think I've just got one more member. Yeah, make sure you join the channel so you can participate in this next month. So Therese, it looks like you're the last one I've got for the members. So just hit if you're not a member, if your name's not in green, hit the join button from your computer. Make sure you're logged in on YouTube, and that's how you join. It's $2.99 a month or $19.99 a month, depending on what level you want. Okay, so let's see what Teresa's question is, and then we'll close it out. So what do the cards say for those being forced to take? Oh, interesting. Teresa, I hope you're listening to the Spark Plug member videos, because the Spark Plug community, they get their own exclusive channeled video every week in your member portal, and you get to ask questions about things like this and what's going on in the world. So let's see how I can do this without getting flagged. And then we're going to close out the video for today, because we started an hour and 11 minutes ago. So it's coming to a close here. But thank you to everybody who has joined and participated in this today. Remember, we'll be back next month to do it again. So I appreciate everybody who's a patron of the YouTube channel. It really does make a difference. So thank you. I really appreciate it. And to all of our Spark Plug members, thank you for being a member. That's our member-only community. And yes, we do talk about what Teresa's question is at the bottom of the screen. I talk about that. It's brought up probably every other week at this point, or every week, depending on what the members ask. But we look at all the things I can't say on social media. So what is going to happen? What is going to happen to those being forced? Yeah, I mean, I sense a lot of like revolutionary energy, people saying, I'm not doing it. A lot of fighting, a lot of discord, a lot of taking back freedom. Let's see what the cards say about it. So, oh, interesting. So what I'm hearing to tell you in regards to that question is the people that are feeling forced to do it, that don't actually want to do it, there's going to be some like emotional upheaval within them, that they're going to feel like they went against themselves. So I think if you're being forced and you don't want to, I would really suggest you sit with yourself and get very, very clear on the whys and why nots and the pros and cons. Because if you do it, if you do whatever, right, but you don't want to, and you feel like you're being pigeonholed to do it, or you feel like you're being called out to do it, or you're doing it because you feel like it's what everyone else wants from you, be very, very clear on your motivation for that, because I feel like there will be an emotional effect after you're going to have to deal with and heal. Okay. So let's see what the cards say. I feel like those that feel like they have to, but they didn't do the inner work, the healing, the emotional stuff, taking accountability for the triggers, all that stuff, there's going to be some emotional aftermath. You got that 5 of Pentacles, being left out in the cold, feeling like you're being called out, not feeling a part of the community. The Tower, burning down of the ground. There's some energies. That 7 of Cups for me is also about like in traditional tarot, it sometimes has to do with like the 7 deadly sins, this card specifically. And you can even kind of see different symbolism and stuff with each of the cards on here. But it is in traditional tarot, the card that represents the 7 deadly sins. And I'm not making a political statement here, whether you get it or you don't get it, but what I have seen energetically just now when I'm looking at it is if you are feeling like you have to do it for the approval of other people, you will have healing that you are going to have to do around it. Okay? Okay. So that is what I have for this broadcast. Thank you, everybody who joined. I always say join on time, join when we start the broadcast, because as you can see, the comments start rolling in. And so this time it took me a little bit longer to get through all of it, but that's great because it means we have more patrons, more people that are in this YouTube community where I do these broadcasts. We've got some really cool stuff coming up. Transform in 20, go sign up for that if you haven't already. If you don't know what I'm talking about or you need that link, send me an email and I'll be happy to send you the registration link for that. But that starts in November. It's 5 sessions. Spark Plug members, you get it for $33. If you're not a Spark Plug member, you get it for $55, but that includes all 5 sessions in November. So value priced for sure. It's about letting go of the past, surrendering the stress, and really elevating yourself into the future that you want. So we do have some spots left for that. I'd highly suggest you signing up for that. I'm doing Mysteries with the Mediums will be coming up again this month. I'm also interviewing a woman by the name of Sarah. Her mom was one of the victims of the Green River killer. And I have a personal connection to where all of that was happening. It's the area I grew up in outside of Seattle. And so I'll be interviewing her later this month. We have a spooky Halloween show with Karen Dahlman and Patrick Keller that will be broadcasting. The premiere will be on Halloween. So there's just lots of interesting things coming up. And if you are part of that $19.99 membership on YouTube, I'll take another quick peek there. And I can include you in that for tomorrow. All right, everybody. Thanks so much. And be good out there. This full moon tomorrow is going to be intense. You're probably already feeling that energy. So buckle up, buttercups.